read Miss Landon and Aubranael by Charlotte E. English. This is my first time reading a Charlotte E. English book, and I will say I'm a little disappointed. I had higher hopes for this one because the concept of it sounds great. We have Sophie, who is basically a spinster right now, and she gets to go into a fairy realm called Alfenheim, where she meets Aubranael, and they kind of hit it off and have a really good day together, and then she returns home and business as usual. But Aubranael decides to basically Cinderella himself and makes a bargain with another fae to give him some beauty and lets him go in disguise to London to basically court her as Mr. Stanton, but Sophie does not know it is him. And one of my biggest issues with this book is that it's called Miss Landon and Aubranael, but they really don't spend a lot of time together. And that kind of killed the romance a bit for me, because Aubranael actually ends up being deceived by another fairy and spends much more romance with her than he does with Sophie. So by the end, when we're finally reunited, and then the book ends, I was kind of left like, I don't totally believe that they would be in love with each other. I would believe them starting off fresh and new, and then you could build off that, but I don't quite believe where we left this off. I will say, I loved the side characters of this more than anything. Ballingump is the bridge troll. Love Ballingump. I love, is it Thundingle is our little brownie. I love that character. We have illustrations inside as well, which I also really appreciated with this. But I really was left wanting of this. I wanted more romance. I wanted more of them actually working together and actually having a conversation about the deceit. Like, that doesn't ever happen. And I'm kind of, ugh. And then we have this other plot with the fairy princess that kind of comes out of nowhere. And then Aubranael just, like, leaves to take care of her. And then it's an epilogue. And the epilogue is where things kind of come back together. But I'm like, I don't think that should have been an epilogue. I think this book could have used 100 more pages to really solidify the relationships in this. And I would have been a much happier reader. But for now, I was kind of like, meh with it. There is a sequel, but I think it's more of a companion because it's called Miss Ellerby and something. Or Mr. Ellerby. What is it? It is Miss Ellerby and the Ferryman. There it is. So I don't know how it will connect. I don't know if I'll continue it or not. I'm still kind of meh. But if anyone else has read the sequel, let me know. Do we get more? Does it get better? Because this was just kind of meh.